We acknowledge the traditional custodians of Canberra, the Ngunnawal and Ngambri people, their elders past and present. We acknowledge the members of the Tongan royal family currently residing here in Canberra. We acknowledge the leaders of this country. We acknowledge everyone and welcome everyone to the Lo'au University Multimedia program, Storytelling by Children or Young People. My name is Luciane Lafitani, and on this very cool autumn morning in Canberra, Saturday the 20th of March 2021, I have a wonderful guest, and whom he will be introducing himself to you shortly. This program brings to you children and young people from all communities here in Australia and later in the year from all over the world. The focus of this program is to engage, encourage, and promote learning, reading, and conversation with children and young people. And of course, as I said before, here in the studio, I have a rather special young man who will introduce himself to you now.
Hello, my name's Wolfe. I'm 6 years old. I live with my brother, dad, mum and sister. Their names are Feddy, Grant, Hetty and Marvy.
That's a very big introduction, Wolf. I think after all that, I know you've been busy. You've been a very busy young man. But firstly, how are you this morning?
Good?
Good? Healthy?
Yes.
Yes. And I know you've got a few things that you want to talk to people about. How about what have you been up to lately?
I've been up to yesterday I went rock climbing with Ruben, my sister and Freddy.
Rock climbing?
Yes.
Yes. So where do you do rock climbing in Canberra?
We went to Blockhouse. There's a
okay.
balance rope that we went on. And that's really much. And then we went out for burgers. We played near the water, and that's not really all we did.
That's a lot to do in an evening. And I know you're at school. What did you do at school? Say yesterday. I know it's only yesterday, Friday. What did you do at school yesterday?
We were learning about the seasons. The seasons are summer, autumn, winter, spring.
Okay.
We made a tree, and you have 4 paper trees. Then you cut them out. You put the leaves in their colour of the seasons. Then you fold them. There's a line in the middle that you fold them. Then you stick them together, and then they will stand up. And also yesterday we earned all of our marbles. So
with your trees,
yeah.
Can I go back to your trees? It sounds interesting because they're trees of the season. So how many seasons what seasons are you talking about?
We're talking about kind of all the seasons.
Right. And what are all the seasons that you
Summer,
learned?
autumn, winter and spring.
So all those trees represented different seasons?
And all of the different leaves make a different season.
That's right.
So in summer they're nice bright green.
Oh, yes.
Autumn they are just kind of starting to fall off.
They are.
Spring they change colour.
They do.
And then on
Winter
they fall off, and then the trees are bare.
they are. So what season are we up to now? Autumn. And so the leaves are falling.
Yep.
Preparing for winter, and it's getting quite cool.
Yes.
That's a really great thing to learn about, all the different seasons here in Canberra especially, and around the world, of course. So what else apart from trees and seasons did you learn yesterday?
Well, it's not really a learning thing, but So we have a special thing to do. So we have a marble jar and then we have marbles. If we get all of the marbles in, we get a party and we earn all the marbles. So we got a party, we got an ice block, and then we watched a movie.
With the marbles. So the marbles is like,
So the marbles, if you fill the whole marble jar up, it's like a reward.
oh, so it's a reward thing.
Yeah.
So when you do the right thing in class,
You get a marble.
you get a marble
And then you put it in the jar.
in the jar. So when you fill the jar, then you get special rewards.
Yeah.
Which is a movie. And what's the other thing?
Ice block.
Ice block. Oh, goodness. We didn't get that when I was going to school a very long time ago. So I think you're extremely lucky. So with the school, what else did you do that you thought was special?
We did No Bullying Day.
Yesterday? All right.
So it's
Okay.
a day that you can't bully anyone. We made our own wrinkled heart. So this is just like what we were doing it for. So just say when someone bullies you, it feels like your heart crunches up and then it unfolds, but then it happens again, and then it has crinkles and then but it's still flat, but it still carries those memories.
I see. So when someone bullies you, your heart hurts, which is why it crinkles.
Yeah.
You said the crinkly heart. But even if you become okay,
No, like even if someone cheers you up, you still
Yes.
carry the memories.
of course, and that's why even when you straighten up that heart, there's still the marks of the crinkles, which is what you meant by memories. So that is why it's so important not to bully people. So when you say bully, what happens when you what happens when you bully someone?
So a bully's like, so when someone's being mean to you, that's calling being mean.
Yes.
But when someone be's mean to you more than once, it's called bullying.
Yes. And they continue to do it.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful thing for your school to do, is reminding all the students once a year that there is such a thing as no bullying. Please don't do it. If you do it, your heart becomes sore. And even if you stop the bullying, you still carry the memories of being bullied. Because you're right, Wolfie, a lot of people much older than you still remember what it was like to be bullied a long time ago when they were very young. So it's so important that you do that at school. Okay. So do you have lots of children in your class?
Yes, we have 15.
15.
We have 2 classes and they make one.
That's good. That's good. So that's quite a full class.
Yeah.
Yes.
My
So
teacher is Miss Bell.
okay. All right. So she sounds like she's a very good teacher, and she's quite fair. Because sometimes when we're at school and things happen in the classroom, and we say, "Oh, my teacher's not fair," but it isn't really. It's usually because we don't listen, and we don't do what we're supposed to do. Yes. So is there anything else you want to talk about at school? Is there any favorite thing that you like to do at school?
Play tips.
Play tips.
Wait, I meant play everyone's in.
What's that again, Wolfie?
So everyone in is like a game of tips, but everyone's in. When you tip someone, they sit down. Then someone says deadlock,
Deadlock.
and then it means you can stand up and keep playing. It's a game that you need like about lots of people.
Yes.
You have about you need about even about 20 people
Oh,
to
that's
play.
quite a lot of people. But it sounds like a really fun game, isn't it? So you've talked about your school. I know you've brought some things here today that you want to talk to everyone about, because you have a great love of dinosaurs. So Wolf has brought a few dinosaurs here this morning that he would like to talk to everyone about. So maybe we'll bring one up and see if we can show people in the camera of the first dinosaur that you're going to be talking about. Now, if you put that right up to the camera, towards the camera. Now, there you go. Now, what is that dinosaur called, Wolf?
Its name is Carnotaurus.
Carnotaurus.
The carn means like really fast and two big horns.
Right.
So you can see the bumps on its back. Those are like its armor. So like
I
if something hits
see.
it hurts, but it doesn't hurt a lot.
So can you put that up to the camera so that everyone can see the bumps on its back, and it's an armor, and it helps him, protects him, and he runs really fast. So what would he eat, this dinosaur?
He is a carnivore. He eats meat.
So carnivore means a being that eats meat.
Yes. Sometimes it just attacks any things that are around, like lizards. It will eat like anything that's around it that it can eat.
And I guess around that time, Wolf, there would have been lots of things for a carnivore to eat. Lots of things, because there are a lot more animals. Okay. So is there anything else you would like to talk about that, or do you want to go to your next dinosaur?
I would like to go to my next dinosaur.
Okay, let's go to your next dinosaur. And put it right up to the camera. And here we have a
Argentinosaurus.
Argentinosaurus.
The reason why it was called Argentina because it was found in Argentina.
I see. Can you put Argentinosaurus up to the camera again? And what's special about the Argentinosaurus?
The special thing about it, so just say that dinosaur that we were talking about later. So it can stand up and then it does a vibration stomp. So the stomp sends a vibration through the ground and then it scares animals off.
Oh, because it's got big steps.
So it just goes
So
like
the
this.
big stomping makes vibrations, everyone, if you can hear what Wolf's saying. Big stomps this Argentinosaurus does. Stomps on the ground really loudly, and it causes vibrations, and it scares other animals.
Away.
I see. That is very, very clever. So it's very big too, Wolf. Can you show people again? Very big. So what did Argentinosaurus eat?
It was a herbivore. It liked plants.
So what again? Sorry,
It was a herbivore.
I see.
It ate plants.
Ate plants, especially. I guess with its long neck, if we can show people again, with its long neck, it can reach trees and leaves.
Yeah, it does the same thing, but like it moves its head
Forward.
and then stands up like that.
I see. So it can stand on two legs. Can you put it up to the camera again? It can stand up on its two legs and reach with its long neck to get leaves and plants and things like that.
Yeah.
A little bit like what the giraffe does now.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure whether a giraffe can stand on two legs. Most probably can, to reach the really tall trees. That's a very interesting dinosaur, Wolf. And so, the only Argentinosaurus was found in Argentina? So that's most of where they hung out or where they lived.
Yeah, that's where the first one was found.
I see. And now to your special dinosaur. Can we put him up to the camera? He's quite big. So look at that. He's quite a big dinosaur and quite handsome and very different looking. So put him up to the camera again so he can look at people. And look at his lovely hat. And who is this one?
It is called a Pachycephalosaurus. Pachy stands for armored, so the head's armored.
I see.
So there's fruits in the tree. It runs forward and then it bashes with its head and then the fruits
Oh dear.
fall.
So this here is hard. The top of its head is very hard, so it runs and it
And
hits
then
the trees.
Yeah, and then it bashes down all the fruit.
So it likes to eat fruit. I see. That's very clever. Because you know, when I looked at him, it looked like he was wearing a beanie, but he's not. He actually is quite hard, that armored head on top. And what else is special about him, Wolf?
So they're attracted to the sun. So
To
the
the
sun
sun.
shines on that, and then it shines. So they follow the sun, really.
So this here, his head, as Wolf is saying, can you hold him up again to the camera? So the hat or the head, armored head, is attracted to the sun. It attracts the sun,
Yeah. So
right?
so that runs towards the sun.
I see. I see. So it likes the sun. It needs a lot of sun, obviously. I see.
Because
So,
it's a cold-blooded.
oh, so that keeps him warm.
Yeah, so it runs
There you
towards
go.
the sun.
He's cold-blooded and needs the warmth of the sun to keep him warm. So what does he eat again? So he eats fruit,
Yeah, he eats lizards sometimes.
lizards.
And then he eats leaves.
That's quite a healthy diet, isn't it? So he eats his vegetables and he eats a couple of lizards, a little bit of meat,
Then some fruit.
and some fruit. Wow. There you go. That's a good diet, I think. You know, bit of fruit, bit of meat, if you eat meat, bit of green stuff, vegetables. So obviously he's got really strong legs. He runs too, runs really fast. Yeah. So where were these found? Do you know where they were found?
I think they were found in Africa.
In Africa. Okay. That's a very special dinosaur, Wolf. You were telling me before something about
How they got extinct.
how they disappeared, how they became extinct. Absolutely. So, can you tell me what you think happened to dinosaurs?
So I think the way they got extinct, some people say one meteor crashed the Earth, but I think more than one meteor crashed the Earth. Then because they come down so fast, it picks up like the space air and then it creates fire. So when it smashes everywhere, the fire spreads.
And killed them. And that's why you think that not just one meteor.
Hit the Earth, I think more than one.
So they hit the Earth in various places. Is there because I know you also said something about the way they hit the Earth. So it's the point they hit the Earth that makes more or less damage.
Yeah.
Yes?
So the way that it hits the Earth, so just say it hits from straight above.
Yes.
It hits it, but it doesn't go very far, it just goes around. Why if it hits from an angle,
The meteor.
If the meteor hits from an angle,
Yes.
the rocks spread farther, and then the rocks behind it spread also.
So the damage spreads further, depending on the angle. Because you know, I only saw that not long ago. Some scientists were saying that that's what he believes too. It depends on the angle that the meteor from up there in the sky, how it hits the Earth depends on the damage it makes. So how did you find that out? Were you reading something?
Yes.
What's your favorite reading book?
The Dinosaur Encyclopedia.
Well, of course, I'm not surprised that that's what you like reading, Wolf. And I know you have a big collection of dinosaurs. And there's just one more thing I want to, maybe not one, but I've got a couple of things I'd like you to talk about. I'd like you to talk about your hobbies.
My hobbies are
What's your number one hobby?
basketball, soccer, and then if I can, I just like playing footy.
So you play basketball?
No, I play at school.
You play at school?
Play footy
Basketball.
at school.
Play footy?
But I play soccer on winter.
So you play soccer in the winter, and you play footy. Is footy? What's that? Is that just
Yeah, it's
is
a
that
school game.
it's a school game? Footy with football, obviously, because I get a bit confused. There's so many footballs. There's rugby league. There's rugby, and certain parts of the world. Rugby league. Yeah, is that what you play?
Yeah.
Yeah, because certain parts of the world, when they talk about soccer, they call it football.
Footy.
Football, yes.
And then some places they call soccer football, and they call football soccer.
Yes. And when they talk about football like we talk about here in Australia, it's rugby or league. Yes? So you're quite busy because you play basketball and you play soccer and you play football. So what would your favorite sport would be? Basketball?
Mm-hmm.
So are you going to be playing that for a team this year?
My mum's booked me in. I've done training already, and then they're gonna find out which team I should be in.
Oh my goodness, that's a bit special. I'll have to try and find time to come and watch you.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you have a basketball hoop at home, and you practice every day.
Mm-hmm.
So what else? What are your other things to do? What are your other hobbies?
I like playing Lego.
Lego. I know you've got a big collection of Lego. And what special things about Lego do you like making?
I like making cars, Lego figures. I like making houses out of them. Sometimes I make boats. That's really much all I do.
But that's a lot. That's a lot to do because I know your mum says that you are very busy playing with your Lego. Well, Wolf, I think we've had a wonderful chat about what you're interested in, at school and at home and what you do after school and all those things. So I would like to invite you back later on in the year to come and talk more about the sports because I know you'll be playing basketball. So later on in the year, when you're busily playing basketball for a team, we'll have you back to talk about how that is. Thank you for coming today.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. So there you go. Thank you so much for listening in this morning. It's been a wonderful experience talking to Wolf. And as I said before the program, this program it's to engage and encourage children and young people to have conversations, to get used to talking, whatever topic they come across. And I guess when young people come, we will be talking about their favorite things, be it movies, be it books, be it hobbies, their favorite sport, whatever it is that makes them interesting or they're interested in, we will do. Thank you so much. You've been watching the Lo'au University Multimedia program, Storytelling with Children. Thank you.
Sai ustamate ku fa os ustamate ya. Beautiful. Oh, no. Well, io, sai per cosa stamattina, sorry. Okay. Goia. Okay. Stamattina perché
Wolf,
Yeah.
we were thinking of walking down the shops and getting some lunch. Maybe some